Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremiah Absaya for those that are new here. As you can see from the title of the thumbnail, yes, I finished with a first class, guys. I'm a first class graduate, right? And really it's a miracle, and I've been, celebrating online. Of course, it happened last year, and yeah, I just have to relax and just share this video for you guys, yeah, you get the drill. So I've had a long day. I went to do my shoots, and I hope by the time this video will be out, right, you guys are going to see the finished look. First of all, I want to say a big shout out to my fashion designer. She really did a great job. She killed it. In my own opinion, she killed it. And she also did my makeup. Oh my god, see guys, I'm blessed really, because I did all of this without like pain, right, so to speak. Thank you so much, Adeshewa. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave her handle here on the screen. You guys should please patronize her. She is really amazing. So I went for my shoot, like I said, and it was hectic. It was really hectic. I planned a lot of things, but it didn't go as planned. I forgot my stash, and I had to just call home, and my mom had to bring it to me to Tanke, and Tanke is actually very far from my house. She really she struggled to get it across to me, but I really thank God that I was able to do this shoot successfully. It was a lot, guys, but yeah, let's get back to the main reason why we are doing this video. Yeah, I got admission in 2018, right? I think it was in December. I wanted to study medicine and surgery. I've always loved to become a doctor. I wanted to become a doctor. I studied so hard for my exams. I had 275 in JAM, 275 in JAM, and learning was quite competitive, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to risk this. Let me just go to Unijos. And without knowing anybody, I think I've said that in my graduation video, you guys should check it here. So without knowing anybody, I was like, okay, let me just apply Unijos, right? We knew one prof, right, but it's from my dad's hometown, and he didn't even do anything. Apparently God brought someone our way. This woman just came to she just walked into our church. We don't even know her from anywhere. May her soul rest in peace, Mama Lumila. And it happens that our daughter, she's a in Unijos, and may her husband soul rest in peace also. She and her husband, they tried to process my admission for me. Yeah, I got mining engineering, and I was so unsure. I'm like, okay, should I do this? Should I not do this? I had to check online, Google search, right? Just search about the course. Okay, yeah. I had to search about the course because the course was very new at the time. We didn't know that something like that existed. Of course, we know there's geology, right? Geology and mining, but we didn't know there was something like mining engineering. And as at that time, it was just FUTA, Federal University of Akure, and Unijos that was offering the course at that time. So I was like, let me take it. So apparently I wrote JAM again because I wanted to become a medical doctor. I wanted to study medicine and surgery, but I just had peace. I'm just okay, let me sit down, just you guys. I just had peace, and I'm like, let me just do this course. There was no need for me to check my JAM score, and because it was, if I had checked it, I can't remember whether I checked it or not, but then I didn't process it. Under level came, they did the introduction to the course, and I fell in love with the course. So I'm just like, I would do it. So I did it. And under level came. Under level was actually amazing. It was not what I planned. I wanted to write a first class, but I didn't get a first class. I wrote 4.39. So I'm just like, okay, I'm close. I can still do this, right? I can still do this. It was CBT exams, like CBT. We did a lot of CBT exams, and I wasn't so good with CBT exams. Just give me paper and pen. Let me write what I know. Yeah, I'll pass mother. Yeah, but and the computers were faulty, so it literally affected our grades. But let's leave that. So when level came, I was filled with so much energy to succeed, make a first class and everything. Then I struggled with roommates. See, the one thing God, I think from 100 level to 200 level, I did it, and I didn't have it. Since there was a break in transmission, right? So the mic stopped working, and I had finished talking. I just have to retake it. So it's my story, so yeah, I can share. The other level, I met amazing people. I met amazing roommates, right? Queen is one of them. Janet is one of them. They were so nice to me. They're really, really nice to me. My 100 level roommates, I didn't really enjoy them, right? And one even had to apologize to me after we had left the room, and she was like, oh, she's sorry. I have to be sure. She was like, she's sorry and everything, that what they did was really, really, really bad and everything. like two of them, like they were sisters, right? And they were old occupants. And the way our hostel, like you are an old occupant, you're supposed to pack out for a new occupant to occupy that space, and I was the new occupant, so you're supposed to pack out for me, right? It was a long story, right? So they were supposed to pack out of the room, but they didn't pack out. There was a lot, right, going on. So they were so mean. It was really tough, that level. I was struggling to make a good grade. It was really tough reading, just balancing everything all together. So 200 level came, and so I mean, this is a good chance to write a first class. I prayed like I read like I never prayed. I was pumped for my goals. Like I'm just going to make it happen. I'm quite reserved, like based on what you guys know. You guys know, okay, she talks online and everything. I'm quite reserved, and then people like say, oh, she doesn't relate and everything. So I'm like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity, just to relate to people, like be more free and everything. So on so that level came, I became friends with my roommates. Like we would literally do things in common, except that we didn't cook together, right? Because why would we cook together? Yeah, but we prayed together, gisted, like a lot happened in that room. And prior to that, so I was in 200 level, but I went to check my 100 level result, and I had A's. Like most of them were A's, and I was so pumped. I was so excited. I couldn't contain my excitement. So I came to the room. I was like, "Oh, guys, you can't believe what happened today. I saw my results. I just checked my level code, and guys, yeah." After that period, I noticed that the energy changed. I'm like, she was like, okay, what's going on here? I didn't really like notice, and like, okay, I think she's intelligent and everything. That was the beginning. I think that was the root cause of everything, because I mean, this girl, she wasn't in engineering. She was studying theater arts. She was in 100 level. I was in 200 level. So we didn't even have anything in common. So why nothing in common? Sha, if the devil wants to use someone, he will use someone, and if you allow him, he's going to use you. So that was it. So yeah, and I put in a lot of work in my academics. I need to say that I need to bring that balance. I read so hard. My roommates can testify to it. I'm not saying this to brag and everything, but you need to put in a lot of hard work. It's a lot. It doesn't come on a platter of gold, to be very honest. So they see the way I read, I study, my dedication and everything, my commitment. And so into a level I became an ESCO, right? Okay, I think I'm jumping. So that particular day, I came back from reading. I had a test. I was going to write a test the next day. So I came back from reading, from studying, and came back from study, and she left this watermelon on the pot, on my pot. I think I had cooked in the morning. It was just a leftover, if I can remember correctly. So I got back to the room. Something told me not to eat that watermelon before man and God. Something told me not to eat it, but I didn't comply, because I'm like, okay, I'm tired. And I think that day I didn't even cook, because I don't usually cook during tests or something. Like, I just like to eat fast food. I don't like to spend my time on cooking. So I'm just like, I mean, what am I going to eat? I think probably I reserved some rice, leftover rice or something. So I'm like, okay, let me just eat this. I mean, so I ate it, and that was the beginning of chaos in my life. I mean, right now we know that as believers, that it was the Holy Spirit that told me, and I didn't comply, I didn't obey. So I remember I would literally not remember anything in the test, or I would go blank. But I would not remember anything. I would not remember Jack. There was one particular time that I was struggling to remember my name, literally. Like for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I couldn't, like nothing. So just like everything in my head evaporated. Nothing was there again. My name safe. I'm just like, okay. It was tense. Guys, that experience was very traumatic. I don't even pray for my enemy. Like, I don't pray for that. It was very traumatic. Literally, that particular period, I would take tutorials, like, okay, and we would literally solve some questions, and those kind of questions will actually come out in the test. But here I wouldn't be able to solve the question. The crazy part about this, guys, is that whenever I set my feet outside, everything comes back to my head. So it's like everything leaves my head, but the minute I'm outside, everything comes back to my head. So that was the scenario. And it's so painful that I would take my friends to tutorials. Like, people would come to me, okay, I'm in this course. I remember there was one course, I think it was Mechanics, right? Yeah, Mechanics. So we did a tutorial. I mean, we solved it together, and guys, I couldn't solve it. And people came smiling, laughing, happy out. Like, I was so sad, terrible, because this is something after the test I could solve. So my test was a chaos, and I knew that, okay, for me to still balance way, for me to still make a good result, I needed to put more energy in my exam. So exam came, and I was panicking because I was fretting. It took me years before I could inform you. I think 2 years, or like, yeah. But I made a video. You guys should check it. I'm going to check the link. I know it, but I can't solve it. I remember there was a particular point I was solving nonsense, rubbish. I knew I was solving rubbish, but there was nothing I could do about it. Like, it was that bad. So I just knew that something was wrong. So I told my roommate that I would literally come back and gist, right? So I told him that, I mean, something is wrong. I would literally come back and tell my roommates that, oh God, like today was very bad. I didn't like do stuff, like it was very bad. I couldn't remember some solves. And she was like, oh, like your case is serious. We need to do prayer and fasting. This same lady that was doing me. So at that particular point, word of knowledge came. I think SG not even called me out. He was ministering, a student was ministering, and he mentioned my case. I went out. The next thing, I was on the ground. I couldn't remember, but I stood up feeling light, feeling free. I felt it like something left me. You get. So my parents came from my mom called from home. Like people were just calling to just confirm things that have been happening, and we were like, okay, yeah. So there's this particular day. I think this lady she already knows that, okay, I know what is going on, right? And then she just stood up one day and she was like, who do you think you are? She was just saying so many things that particular day, and like she said so many things, but the ones I could remember that particular day was that, oh, you are really my plan for you is that you are going to write carryovers till you leave the school. You are really special to go. God keeps spoiling our plan towards you. Like it's like, who do you think she said a lot that particular day. All I did was just cry that particular day because I didn't have words. She was just manifesting, right? So I was still in the room, and then it became like physical. I remember there was one day I wanted to pick something from my wardrobe, and she came near me. I think she slapped my head, or she hit my head, yeah. And then it was become physical. I was just like, this battle is for God. Like I am not going to fight with you. Like I'm not doing this with you. So I went to meet one of our sister prayer called, right? I went to meet one of my friends at church, but then she was not even like my friend, but like we talk and everything. So I went to meet her, man, this is what's going on. She was like, oh, it's fine, you can come and stay with me. Bear in mind, she had no space. Like she would literally even leave her bed for me to sleep. And this happened first semester. So literally I stayed 2 semesters in her room. So it was actually very tedious. It was tough on her and both of me, right? So it was tough. I had a D. That was my first day. I had a D, and I had a lot of C's. Like I packed C's, right? So obviously my CGPA dropped, right? So 300 level came, and I'm trying to speed up, guys. 300 level came, and I knew that the least I needed to write was a 4.7, and it was tough. Like, guys, I worked extra hard. There were days I cried, tears, hot tears. Like I cried, right? It was a lot. And bearing in mind, I was serving at church. I was academics HOD that time, yeah, and it was just a lot. You know, if you're working in Redeem, you know I teach these things. I was involved in impact tutorials, right? I was taking tutorials at that point. Was I taking? Yes, and I think I was also NAOS, right? Okun family. I was also an ESCO there, so I was involved in a lot of things apart from my academics. So it was tough. So 300 level came, and I was scared, I was panicking. 4.7, the least I needed to write. That's a lot. And in engineering, you know, that's a lot of work in engineering, right? So I'm not telling this story to brag. I'm telling you this story because God is really faithful. 400 level came, and I like to have my quiet time, and I was just having that quiet time that particular day, and I was just fellowshipping. I was studying the word, and literally I had an encounter that particular day. It was divine. I don't have words to explain what happened that particular day, but literally, to cut the long story short, God told me, you're going to finish the first class. He said so many things I can't even say here, and I heard his word, right? And literally his word came to pass. Like courses that were tough, like God did. So 500 level came. 500 level was tedious. God, I get it. Like 500 level was kind of easy, but it was still tough. And that was when they were giving us a lot of applied questions. It was a lot, and you just need to work extra hard. Bearing in mind that, okay, I need to finish the first class, so that was extra work, right? So it was really tough. My project was demanding financially, physically, mentally. I was drained. I was tired, but I just held on to God. The last minute, the devil even tried. God kept coming through for me. And honestly, guys, this video is just to tell you that God is really faithful, and God never forgets his own. So whatever you're going through right now, God is going to come through for you. You can't really I'm trying to check my mic. I'm just sharing this story to really tell you that God is really mindful of us. Even in our darkest moment, God is ever willing to bring us out of it. Are you going to cry? Are you going to face a lot of, doubts, uncertainty, fear, all those things? You are, right? But you just need to show up, and even you do things afraid. I realized that I had to do things afraid, right? I did a hallelujah challenge. Thank God. Oh God. I'm going to leave screenshots here, and I shared it online too. In reality, but in my mind, hallelujah challenge like draft the way I want, like 2024. I'm for I've like I will just pray by it. Really came through for me. Yeah, the other videos that will really subscribe to this channel, like, share. One that needs this video, there's definitely some. See, academic. Yeah, and bye.